Benny the Brave Bird. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a little bird named Benny. Unlike the other birds who loved to soar high in the sky, Benny was afraid of flying. He always stayed close to the ground, hopping from branch to branch. The other birds often teased him, saying, "A bird that doesn't fly? That's silly." Benny felt embarrassed, but deep inside, he wished he could fly like the rest of them. One day, a strong storm hit the forest. The wind howled, trees swayed dangerously, and heavy rain poured down. The birds flapped their wings and flew to the highest trees for safety. But Benny, unable to fly, was left alone, shivering on a small branch. As the storm grew stronger, a baby bird named Tiki was blown out of her nest. She chirped in fear, flapping her tiny wings helplessly as the wind pushed her toward the dangerous river below. Benny's heart raced. He knew that if he didn't act quickly, Tiki would be lost forever. Without thinking, Benny spread his wings and jumped. At first, he wobbled, his tiny wings shaking. But then whoosh, the wind lifted him, and suddenly, he was flying. Benny dove toward Tiki, flapping as hard as he could. Just as she was about to fall into the rushing river, he grabbed her in his tiny claws and carried her back to safety. The other birds, who had once teased him, cheered and flapped their wings in joy. The elder bird of the forest, a wise owl, smiled and said, "Courage is not about being fearless, but about facing your fears to help others." From that day on, Benny was no longer afraid of flying, not because he had to, but because he had discovered the strength inside him all along.